KIAJAU Primary School could be the only school where pupils are not willing to go home when the bell rings. A meal at the end of the day motivates them to stay in school.
Our children are not willing to go home. Why? Because some of the parents here take changa, some take beer, some are drug addicts, they abuse drugs. And those children go home, they are given duties to fend for the family. Some lead beggars. See, a child will be given, the mother will be given around 100 shillings, the child will go to the streets to take the beggar out. So the children don't like that.
Some children come to school on an empty stomach. They have no one to turn to back at home and rely on the school for food.
Basically, the government policy is they should leave school at around 1. After 1, they should go home. But here you cannot raise the children. There's nobody at home. They need to feed here and at least go home they have energy. Also, it is good to know that some of the children who take their lunch here, it serves as supper. They don't have any other food at home. So they like being in school, they take lunch, which will serve as supper. The following day the child comes to school, the child is very weak.
The effects of extreme poverty, the AIDS pandemic, as well as alcohol and drugs abuse are the main reasons why some parents cannot afford a meal for their children.
At a month is 20 bob, but we eat on a term 60.
And the 60 bob is a challenge.
Yes, because we does not go to work, especially our parents, who they are in need.
According to Pius Mutia, a Standard 8 student, some children miss classes as they look for manual jobs.
It's a challenge because even some boys, uniform, well, if we need food, then where will we get uniform, some kinds like shoes? So we need to work fast on food.
Crime is also high in informal settlement.
Some goes to steal, some becomes thief, and they end up being shot. Yeah, I have a lot of friends who have been shot trying to find money by force from other people.
According to Johnson Mwaniki, the deputy head teacher, many pupils can barely afford to pay for their meals. It costs only 20 Kenya shillings a month, which translates to 1 shilling a day. This makes teachers uncomfortable to teach as most pupils hardly concentrate in class.
If somebody did that by sponsoring some of our children to feed, mostly the small ones, the ECD, that's around, they start from 3 years to class around 4. Those ones at least would be very happy.
According to Susan Gitau, a volunteer who was raised in the slum, Kenya is still far from achieving the education for all goal due to various reasons.
They are looking for water, they are looking for food. It's not there. And the 20 bob, by the way, the majority of them is a dream. You've seen, you pay 20 bob, you queue for your food in the school. So if you do not have your 20 bob, you don't eat. So tell me, how do you expect this child to compete with that child in Runda, with that child in Muthaiga?
Impoverished school children cannot do well in school when they are hungry, thus diminishing all hopes of achieving the education for all goals.
So these kids, I'm telling you, they are bright. Why I said they are bright, I made it from this slum. Not because I was well-fed. At times I imagine if I was well-fed, I could have managed. So for me, I am like, you may not give them even good housing. That's not a priority for now. Food.
Without food, these innocent faces cannot concentrate in class, and all that is needed is 20 shillings a month, which translates to 60 shillings a term for them to get a meal each and every single day. Grace Mtango reporting for Ebru Africa TV.